Thank you for watching my videos. We are here in the countryside in northeast Thailand, and I hope you've been enjoying watching my videos of the temples and things. I'm just trying to share with you what I'm experiencing myself. Behind me, we've got some guys here chewing their cud. God, it sounds like the chickens are gonna jump down on my head. There are chickens up on the roof here jumping around, so hopefully the audio is okay for you. But my name is Carl of McLarty Films, and recently I've been traveling around in Thailand, and you can see a couple of videos where I've gone to see some giant Buddhas and the giant Nagas, these dragon snake figures that are part of Buddhism in Thailand. Today I want to talk to you about the camera that I've been filming on, and it's the Teche 3D VR 180 camera, which was originally designed to be a webcam, but I've been using it on the road, designed to be a VR webcam for streaming. That's not how I've been using the camera. I've been using it just to film my travels, and I originally started off with the Views XR VR 180 camera, which was a nice little point and shoot, and that was 5.7K, and I filmed over 100 videos with two of those cameras. But then I upgraded to the Teche VR 180, and today I wanted to share with you 5 reasons that I like the camera and 4 reasons that I have complaints about. I even wrote notes for this video. So the first positive point that I want to go over with this camera is the image quality. And if you look at the specs, it might not compare with some of the higher bit rate, more professional cameras that you see out there, but I judge VR cameras based on the result and the headset. So if you watch my videos, you'll see crystal clear image, very 3D images that really pop out at you, and very good image quality. So the number one thing that I like about this camera, uh-oh, my light just went out, damn it. 1 second. Okay, my light just went out. I usually do film with a little bit of a fill light, which helps keep the image more crisp and clear. And I'm a little over an arm length, a little over a meter away from the camera, which is, I find, the sweet spot. So back to my list. The number one thing that I like about this camera is the image quality. It looks excellent in the headset, very crisp and clear under most circumstances, especially with good lighting and stability. So image quality compares with the best cameras out there, especially when you're looking at it online. So all images are a little bit compressed, but it looks excellent in the headset. Number 2 is post-processing. So the camera stitches the file together, and it's very easy, and the camera does that right in camera. Why? Because it's designed to be a live streaming camera. So the post-processing is very fast, and it's done in camera. Along with that, number 3 is the small file size. So when I'm shooting, just to give you an idea of the numbers, a 5-minute video exported is probably going to be about 5 gigs, which is, I've got ants crawling on me, sorry about that. I've got ants falling out of the bamboo trees. So the file sizes are very manageable. Some of the other cameras out there, there's a chicken in the tree. There are chickens above me in the bamboo trees, and cows grazing behind me. But I thought that would be an interesting environment for you to watch me bullshit about this camera. Where was I? Okay, so there are small file sizes. The size of the files are only 100 megabytes per second. And somebody said, well, why would you want that? Well, because it's easy to edit and I don't burn through hard drives that bad. I still burn through hard drives, but it's like a normal camera instead of a giant VR camera. So 100 megabytes per second, and I'm averaging about a gig per minute of final outputted video. So if I upload a 6-minute video, it's going to be about 6 gigs, a 6 gig file size. And then I'm monitoring myself through my iPhone. So it has a Wi-Fi connection. The camera creates its own Wi-Fi, and you can connect an iPad or an iPhone. You can connect an iPad or an iPhone through the Wi-Fi signal that the camera produces itself. Anywhere without Wi-Fi, the camera makes its own Wi-Fi signal just to monitor. And on the app, you have exposure control, color temperature, anti-flickering if you have a problem with your lights. You have filters, which you can use. I never use those, but the camera does a great job with its auto settings as well as far as light balance. And so the app is great. I'm shooting with the ISO max of 1600, EV 0, exposure mode auto, white balance auto, and this is the picture you're getting. My LED did run out of battery, so this is just natural light. And I just have some streaming light through the bamboo trees. Not the best lighting, but we'll see how this looks. Another thing I like about the camera, which is number 5, is that it has live streaming ability. I have not managed to use that yet because I've been away from my PC. I'm on the road. I have a Mac, and the camera software does not play well with Macs. You need a PC. But I have been shooting to SD card to transfer the video files to my Mac and edit on the Mac, which is very fast. But as far as connecting the camera to the computer, it's not possible. With the Teche software does not support Mac right now. So those are a couple of things that I like about the camera. Now, to be fair, well, let me dish out some complaints. And this is for the makers of the camera, as well as for you guys that are considering buying one of these things. Number 1, sometimes it's difficult to get the camera to connect to the app. Sometimes the camera will come disconnected from the app, but that's usual for a lot of cameras. Coming disconnected from the app is one of its weaknesses, but it's not a big deal. You just have to reconnect. But sometimes at critical times it is very frustrating because you don't want to shoot blind. I don't like to shoot blind on the camera. I don't like to just hit record on the camera because sometimes I find that my ISO settings will reset, and I always want to verify that the image quality is good before I hit the record button, and I check that on the iPhone. Number 2 complaint is that, like I said earlier, it requires a PC to set up the live stream. So you better have a PC laptop. It would be nice if it supported the Mac. 3rd complaint is sometimes in the image you will see purple fringing if it's like kind of blown out in the background. And it doesn't have that great of a dynamic range, but it's very adequate for my uses. And the last complaint is that it doesn't have stabilization. The camera doesn't have stabilization software. So you really need to make sure the camera is on a tripod or on a very good gimbal. And so no stabilization in the camera. That's it for today, my friends. I'll answer any questions you have about the camera. I've been using the camera since January of this year, almost an entire year. This year's flown by. I've enjoyed it, and I did have an outage where I wasn't shooting for a while because I burned out the sensors shooting in the W Hotel, and there was like a lasers and smoke machine, fog machine in the hallway, and the lasers went into the lenses and burnt the sensor. So I had little dots in the sensor. So if you look at a couple of my old videos, you will see dots in the image, and that's from laser damage. And I did have it repaired. The manufacturer repaired it for me, but in exchange for making this video. So that's why I'm doing this, is because I had the sensors repaired.